Everybody, doing something a little different here today. Went back through the archives a little bit and was seeing what were some of the worst crashes that TRN had during the time of offline racing, and found some pretty good ones. So this will be a little countdown of, in my opinion, the top 7 craziest wrecks. I wouldn't necessarily call them all the biggest, but some of them are just nuts, crazy, wild, wacky. Some that just made you scratch your head and go, WTF just happened? So we're counting down the top 7. Why 7? Because 5 was too little and 10 was too many, in my opinion. So settled on 7. Anyways, without any further ado, let's see what those were, shall we?
Friesen gets by, as does the 5 of Matthew Hartford. The 1 throwing blocks all over the place, and they've crashed. Jeffers Liebeck flying in the air. We're racing back. 7 tries to cut low. The 23's trying to get in behind the 29. Just can't quite make that work and turns up. And look at this. Into the fence. Crampton also nearly flips arc of brakes for Veronica Platts, the 28. But that's the 7, 29, all going to come up short and out of the race.
At number 7, we have the Season 3 opener at Daytona for the NASCAR Classic Cup Series, or NCCS as it might be more well known as. Jeffers Lineback getting turned on the final lap into a bunch of other cars and going flying into the catch fence. Again, on the final lap, while they were racing for the lead, a lap car holding everybody up. Just absolute craziness on the final lap. And then to top it all off, he absolutely got clobbered then by the 28. So definitely one of the more memorable crashes from that particular season, and one that has stayed with me really ever since then. So that's why I'm putting it here at number 7.
We saw a great race in the Grand Nationals when they were here. We're looking for another one here today. They're already 4 wide already. Cars flipping it upside down. It's a massive crash, including Gardner. Oscar Anderson has retaken the lead. Julius Anderson up to second place. And Zidell just making contact, and then drivers locking wheels. Sean McKean goes for a spin. Nathan Norman gets by. Not the worst result for some of those guys. But for others, that's just catastrophic. I want to see what happened to Gardner. Where did he even go? He just kind of vanishes off the screen. Did he go over the wall? I think he did. Oh man, hard hit there for Lagacy. Look at this. Up and over and onto the backstretch wall. And is he gonna... Oh my goodness. Johnny Gardner, from second in points to sitting right there, right in the middle of the dang pit area.
Not the worst wreck in the world for number 6 here, but definitely one of the funnier ones. This is from also Season 3 of the NCCS. At Rockingham, Johnny Gardner getting turned, and then upside down along with a couple other drivers. A number of other drivers involved, but I think the highlight, of course, would have to be Gardner going over the wall and then over a second wall and murdering a bunch of fans as he crushed them. And then flipping over into the garage area. One of the funniest crashes I think I've ever witnessed. And I think will definitely live on in infamy for a very long time in TRN lore. And that is number 6.
3 might be able to get to the inside here. And indeed he is. There he goes. That's 4 wide. And Hunter's moving up a lot, but we've got a 4 wide situation. Now you got to be careful here. Big crash. Oh my gosh. God. And then let's see what officially caused it. Looks like the 83 and the 0 start making contact. Then the 41 and the 28 hit each other, and the 11 just gets collected. Just all around pretty nasty. And then yeah, wall grip I think must be really high or something. How many cars went upside down in this? Jeez. 83 almost did. 7 is upside down. 67, 27. Of course, we saw a couple cars just go flying. Huge air. Look at this. Everyone's getting collected. Okay. Someone screenshot this. Just take a screenshot right now.
I mean, what else can you say about this one? From race 20 of 26 from the Barrett-Jackson Cup Series at Diamond Ridge, the Demon, as I used to call it, always used to introduce this song with Finn Balor's entry theme, if you watch WWE at all. For this very reason, wall grip was absolutely ridiculous, and it caused cars to go just nuts whenever it hit it. So, this is the result. I didn't put this crash higher on the list because of the absolute absurdity of it and just completely unrealistic, but still quite a spectacle and quite a few trips to the hospital, I would imagine. So, rest in peace.
Someone got turned. And it's going to be a big crash. Racing their way back. Here, they're 5 wide. And just not enough room. And he gets into crowds, hits the lip there, and goes airborne. And my God, look at those hits. Yepes taking one of the hardest. And then Arcabray. Oh, golly. Did you see that? Hilbig Arca breaks in there, but oh my gosh. What huge Arca breaks. I mean, nowhere for any of them to go. Any of those drivers that were in it. Everyone else here just blinded. 20 and the 98 just not knowing what was in front of them. Because you see all the smoke there. And bam! Number 9.
Number 4, Castrol IndyCar race number 12 at Kentucky. Probably the most realistic looking wreck out of all of them on this list. Hard hits to the outside wall, guys going across the track, and then Arca brakes, or Indy Lights brakes if you want to get smart. And then, yeah, this was with like 3 laps to go, and then they raced back to the caution flag, and that was pretty much it. But yeah, one of the more brutal wrecks that you'll probably see throughout TRN's history.
Tom Jonas is falling back as well. Didn't see him get involved, but I do see his rear end. Absolutely. Okay! What?
My reaction exactly to this day. The dumbest wreck in TRN history takes the number 3 spot, primarily just for the number of cars that were involved. But yep, 12 squeezed the 99, caused a big wreck, and then, of course, the second pack just thinks that they can just plow right through there and be completely unscathed. That's the NRAI for you, and it was on full display right here.
Oh, there's no way. It's the 04 and the 21 are making contact. Someone's in the wall, 37.
There you go.
They're still going.
Still straight.
Oh, there they go! Stapleton!
Oh my God. Like 25 cars are upside down or
Did
something.
you see
like
the
that.
42?
No. Oh, Daytona.
How
when
about
you're
that
39?
Daytona when you're spun out.
I have never seen a car go this high. Look at this.
Who's that? Oh, 33.
He cleared the fence almost. 22 is upside down. On top of Nathan Stapleton, the 97.
Taking the runner-up spot, the big one at Fontana. Mitch Brett's going airborne over the fence. This was race 2 of the Barrett-Jackson series, collecting probably 20 other cars at least. I actually had a really tough time choosing between this one and the one I did end up choosing for number 1. Of course, for the top spot. Of course, it made even better by the fact that Joe Rutkowski and Carter Friesen were in the booth with me, and we were just going nuts over what we were seeing. So, just spectacular, crazy, and all around carnage that I don't think has really ever been beaten. Well, except for number 1.
Stringer's looking to do it here. Whoa, what the heck was that? Someone just pulled down the inside. I am not sure what's happening. What the heck? Hartford! Well then, just outside the top 10, gets under his teammate Jason Seed and turns him around and shoots up the racetrack into Roger Ray, the 20, and then just climbs over the 2 of William Brock, and not sure if the air got under him or what. Look at that ride! My gosh. That is unbelievable what just happened there, as the 7 did manage to get through that.
And the craziest wreck in TRN history, going to the nauseating, seizure-inducing ride Matthew Hartford endured at the championship race of the Castrol IndyCar Series at Indianapolis. Just, I don't think that you can count how many flips he went on in that ride. Of course, a number of other drivers involved, quite a few taken out. I think that those factors combined made this the worst, or I should say craziest, crash in TRN's history. Of course, that could be up for debate. Feel free to correct me. This was just my opinion, of course, so if there's any wrecks that you feel I missed, or were crazier, wackier, whatever else, please let me know down below. And yeah, hopefully you're not vomiting at the video that you are currently seeing on your screen. So thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all again very soon. Until then, take care, and bye for now.